In the glittering world of late-night television, where celebrities converge to share laughs, stories, and the occasional awkward moment, few episodes capture the essence of genuine warmth quite like the one that unfolded on a recent Friday night on the Graham Norton Show. The studio lights beamed down on an eclectic mix of Hollywood heavyweights, including the brooding Irish actor Cillian Murphy, the ever-charismatic Taylor Swift, and a supporting cast of stars like Greta Lee, all gathered around the iconic red sofa. But amid the scripted banter and polished anecdotes, it was an unassuming teenager in the audience who became the unexpected hero of the evening. Cillian Murphy's son Aran, aged 17, found himself thrust into the limelight in the most endearing way possible, courtesy of Swift's eagle-eyed recognition and infectious enthusiasm. This serendipitous moment wasn't just a fleeting highlight, it was a beautiful testament to the blurred lines between celebrity glamour and the simple joys of family life, reminding viewers that even the most enigmatic stars like Murphy are, at their core, devoted parents navigating the chaos of fame. To understand the magic of this encounter, one must rewind to an earlier gathering that set the stage for this television serendipity, an exclusive Oscars afterparty, the kind where A-listers mingle under chandeliers dripping with opulence, and conversations flow as freely as the champagne. Cillian Murphy, fresh off his career-defining turn in Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, a role that earned him a Best Actor Oscar and cemented his status as one of cinema's most introspective talents, arrived not as a solitary icon, but as the patriarch of a tight-knit brood. At 49, Murphy has always been the picture of quiet intensity on screen, his piercing blue eyes conveying depths of emotion that words often fail to capture. Off-screen, however, he's a family man through and through, married to artist Yvonne McGuinness since 2005, and father to two sons, Malachy and Aran, whom he shields fiercely from the paparazzi's relentless gaze. That night at the Oscars bash, Murphy brought his whole gang, as he later described it, his wife, his boys, and perhaps a few extended family members in tow. It was a bold move in an industry where parents often leave their children at home to avoid the whirlwind of adult temptations and flashing cameras. Yet, as Murphy recounted with a mix of amusement and mild embarrassment during the show, the evening took on a whimsical air of rebellion. "We were at a party," he began, his soft Dublin lilt cutting through the studio's buzz, "and I had the whole gang in my family and my kids. I don't think my kids were legally allowed to be there." The audience erupted in laughter, a collective acknowledgement of the unspoken rules of Hollywood's nocturnal festivities, events often laced with after-hours revelry that skew toward the mature. Murphy's admission painted a vivid picture. Imagine the scene: velvet ropes parting for the Murphy clan, the boys wide-eyed amid the swirl of gowns and tuxedos, perhaps sneaking glances at their father's interactions with fellow nominees. It was a rare glimpse into the human side of stardom, where the weight of an Oscar statuette feels lighter when shared with loved ones. And it was here, in this unlikely convergence of worlds, that fate wove its threads, introducing the Murphy boys to none other than Taylor Swift, the global pop phenomenon whose every move is dissected by fans and media alike. Taylor Swift, at 35, has evolved from teen idol to cultural titan, her era's tour-breaking records and her songwriting prowess earning her a place among the greats. Known for her razor-sharp memory for faces and her genuine affinity for connecting with people, fans, collaborators, and now apparently teenagers at exclusive parties, Swift's presence at the Oscars afterparty was no surprise. She's long been a fixture at such events, blending seamlessly into the elite while maintaining an approachable aura that disarms even the most guarded celebrities. When Murphy's family crossed paths with her that night, it wasn't a contrived photo op but an organic spark of conversation. As Murphy would later reveal, his sons held their own in the exchange, chatting effortlessly with the singer about topics ranging from music to movies, their youthful curiosity mirroring their father's understated charm. Swift, ever the observer of human dynamics, was struck by their poise. It was this memory that bubbled to the surface during the taping of the Graham Norton Show, transforming a casual chat show segment into a moment of pure, unfiltered delight. As the conversation on the sofa meandered from Murphy's latest projects, rumors of a Peaky Blinders movie swirling like smoke from Tommy Shelby's cigarette, to Swift's reflections on her own whirlwind year, the pop star couldn't contain her excitement. Seizing the opportunity to bridge the gap between that fateful party and the present, she turned the spotlight outward. "They're here, aren't they?" interjected Greta Lee, the actress whose sharp wit and elegant poise have made her a rising star in indie cinema, her question hanging in the air like a playful challenge. Cillian, ever the reluctant center of attention, played along with feigned nonchalance. "One of them is here, yeah, Aran," he said, scanning the audience with mock confusion. "Wait, where is he? Maybe he's not here." The studio held its breath, the camera panning subtly to capture the anticipation. And then, like a scene from one of Murphy's films where tension resolves into revelation, Swift's face lit up. Spotting Aran amid the sea of applauding viewers, she pointed with unbridled glee. "Oh, he's right there, you can tell," she exclaimed, her grin wide and knowing. What made this recognition so profoundly sweet was the effortless way Swift zeroed in on Aran, not through some superficial cue, but through the unmistakable echo of his father's features. At 17, Aran Murphy is on the cusp of manhood, his frame lean and his expression carrying that same brooding intensity that has defined Cillian's career from 28 Days Later to The Batman. The resemblance was uncanny, the same high cheekbones, the same thoughtful gaze that seems to pierce through pretense. Host Graham Norton, the silver-haired maestro of British talk shows whose career spans decades of coaxing confessions from the stars, couldn't resist chiming in. "Oh my God, he is so Cillian Murphy style," Norton quipped, his laughter booming through the studio. "If this was a game show, we've all just won a prize." The audience roared, the moment crystallizing into viral gold. A father-son duo unwittingly becoming the episode's emotional anchor, bridging generations and industries in a single heartfelt shout-out.